Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome President, Toyota Motor Corporation, Akio Toyoda.
Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us today. It's a great honor for a car guy like me to be here at CES. Last year, you heard from Gil Pratt, the CEO of our new Toyota Research Institute, which continues to lead the way to Toyota in the area of autonomy, robotics, and material sciences. When I first met Gil, I thought, man, that guy's tall. I also thought he was a genius, which is why I'm so pleased he accepted my job offer. He's just one of many outstanding minds hard at work at Toyota, imagining what's possible, even that which seems impossible. You may not be aware that Toyota actually began as a company that built weaving looms, not cars. And it was my grandfather, Kiichiro Toyoda, that decided to do what many thought impossible at the time, to go from building looms to building cars. I'm the third generation Toyota to run these companies. And you've probably heard the saying that the third generation knows no hardship, or the third generation ruins everything. Well, hopefully this will not happen. It's my goal to transition Toyota from an automobile company to a mobility company, and the possibilities of what we can build, in my mind, are endless. I'm determined to create new ways to move and connect our customers across the country, across town, or just across the rooms. Technology is changing quickly in our industry, and the race is on. Our competitors no longer just make cars. Companies like Google, Apple, and even Facebook are what I think about at night. Because after all, we didn't start out by making cars either. It's been said that data is the new gold and that software is the key. But I would argue that we are moving from software to the platform as the things we are all after. It's a platform that will be the backbone for mobility as a service, for autonomy, for car sharing, for any number of services that we want to make possible. That's why 2 years ago, in partnership with Microsoft, we launched a standalone company here in the US called Toyota Connected to leverage the power of big data for millions of our connected customers around the world. Clearly, Toyota is a well-known maker of reliable hardware. But with Toyota Connected, we hope to become just as well-known for the mobility service platform we've developed to manage large fleets of autonomous vehicles and all kinds of connected services. We want customers to benefit from their data. Through contextual services, we can provide with a mobility service platform. We want the car to be seamless extension of your phone and computers, a kind of personal assistant on wheels, able to anticipate your needs through predictive artificial intelligence. Our new mobility service platform is also the engine behind our car-sharing test market in Hawaii and San Francisco. In the future, much of mobility on demand or mobility as a service will be powered by autonomy, which in turn is supported by vehicle electrification. Today, Toyota offers 37 electrified vehicle models in over 90 countries. By the early 2020s, we'll have more than 10 battery electric vehicles available worldwide. And by 2025, every model in the Lexus and Toyota lineup will either be electric or will have an electrified options. Now I realize that battery electric or all electric vehicles are what everybody's talking about these days. That and Prince Harry's engagement. But what's not often mentioned is that today, less than 1% of all vehicles sold in the US are battery electric. So there's much work to be done to increase consumer demand for all electric vehicles, which is why we're working with governments to create the charging station and infrastructure necessary to support all electric vehicles. And it's why we are also working on new solid-state battery technologies that we believe will make them smaller and lighter. And most importantly, for both consumers and automakers. Much more affordable, this new form of electrification combined with our mobility service platform from Toyota Connected and our autonomous technology from TRI are the key components in our vision of future mobility services and mobility commerce. One example of this is a concept we call ePallet, a mobility solution for e-commerce, retail, and beyond.
ePallet. Enter the ePallet business ecosystem. On-demand retail experience. ePallet acts as a mobile shop or showroom. The mobile e-marketplace meets you when and where it's convenient for you. First, choose products you're requesting online. Multi-purpose moving space. The meaning of transportation may change. Travel time is no longer driving time. It's increased efficiency and productivity time. mobile personal shops. Enable you to sell your personal items. Personal mobile marketplace. Individualized e-pallet showroom with retail functionality. On-demand city. Many types of services can gather, blurring the lines between brick and mortar, retail, and e-commerce. E-Pallet, our vision of future mobility services and mobility commerce.
E-Pallet is one example of Toyota's vision for an autonomous business applications. E-Pallet will be fully electric and will be controlled by Toyota's autonomous chauffeur mode technologies. Or, if they prefer, partner companies can use their own automated driving system instead. In either case, E-Pallet will include Toyota's Guardian technologies, which will act as a safety net. It's an open, flexible platform that can be easily adapted to support a range of uses, including ride-sharing, delivery, and retail. Today, you have to travel to the store. In the future, with E-Pallet, the store will come to you by combining several E-Pallets in one place. Businesses or communities can quickly create a mobile hub for services ranging from medical clinics to entertainment and festivals. I mean, just think of how great E-Pallet would be at Burning Man. And every E-Pallet can be reconfigured for a variety of applications within a single day, all managed by our mobility service platform and serviced by our retail network. Here is a closer look.
Multi-functionality. Designed to help a range of companies utilize advanced mobility technology to better serve customers 24/7 on demand. Logistics innovation. Automated delivery services from distribution center to final destination, using right-sized and right-place mobile solutions. ePallet, our vision of future mobility services and mobility commerce.
We believe so much in this concept of the future that we are creating an alliance of forward-thinking business partners called the ePallet Alliance to support e-commerce mobilities. That's why we are turning our mobility service platform into a common platform for companies to use in building new mobility businesses. Think of it as a kind of plug-and-play open platform because we believe flexibility and open standards are the key to providing the best services to consumers. Today, I'm pleased to announce that some of the initial members of our ePallet Alliance include Amazon, Didi, Pizza Hut, and Uber. Mazda will also be a partner for ePallet, supporting our electrification plans. We want to thank each of these companies for joining us on our new mobility journey. We plan to debut the ePallet at the 2020 Olympics and Paralympic Games, along with many other new mobility technologies that we have in the pipelines. We recently announced our sponsorship of the 2020 Olympics with a global initiative we call Start Your Impossible, in our effort to support the many men and women of the Olympics, Paralympics, and Special Olympics. Start Your Impossible has become something of a mission statement for me personally, because I hate being told it can be done. It's why I decided to train to become a master driver at New Brooklyn at the ripe old age of 51. Because I knew it would help me make our cars better, even though many people told me I was crazy, including my father. And while I do believe in healthy competitions, I'm less concerned about getting there first, as I am about getting it right, and about finding ways to use technology to benefit as many as possible. For me, ePallet is one such example. I want to thank you for your time and attention today. It really is an honor to be with all of you. And I do appreciate your feedback as we at Toyota continue to explore new opportunities and new things to create. Now, before I go, I don't often get to hang out with a group such as yourselves. So I'm wondering if it would be okay if I take a selfie with you. Is that okay? Okay, thanks. I wish you all the best in 2018, and here's to all the impossible things we can make possible together. Thank you very much.
experience the world through the things we see, the sounds we hear, the objects we touch, through the places we go to shop, to dine, to play, the communities where we live, the journeys we take. Or do we experience the world digitally through the screens that command our attention, the data that offers context and clues, the learning that anticipates our needs? In truth, it is both. Panasonic has always made products for the real world. TVs and rugged laptops, EV batteries, and entertainment centers. Now, we're transforming these physical products with digital technologies. From mobility to the cloud, from artificial intelligence to the Internet of Things. Creating technologies that move us forward. So that highways can talk to drivers, arenas express emotion, robots become colleagues, and buildings power the grid. In turn, we're creating experiences that are richer, environments that are safer, and opportunities that are more rewarding than any which have come before. And as we have for 100 years, Panasonic is leading with our purpose to make life more fulfilling and the world a more sustainable place by creating technologies that move us toward a better life and a better world.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Lauren Salata, Chief Marketing Officer, Panasonic Corporation of North America.
Good morning and welcome. For the past 100 years, Panasonic has been all about creating a better experience for the end consumer. For much of that history, we've done that through consumer electronics products and appliances for the home. In more recent years, we've increasingly created these experiences in partnerships with businesses and government entities, where we develop integrated solutions that impact the lives of our customers' customers. And why better experiences? Because we've been a purpose-driven company from the beginning. And improving people's lives and contributing to a better world has always been the mission of our company, and never more so than today. And we firmly believe that technology can help us fulfill our perpetual ambition for progress. And to that, add to that, our breadth of experience in disruptive technologies that are making radically new experiences possible. A few years ago, McKinsey Global Institute identified 12 disruptive technologies that will account for trillions of dollars in economic value over the next decade. Panasonic is deeply engaged in 9 of those 12 technologies. That's important because when you're creating entirely new experiences, you need to utilize several of them together to create integrated technology solutions. And with such a wide range of expertise, Panasonic is skilled at bringing these technologies together. Earlier this year, we embarked on a transformation of our brand in North America to tell our story to customers and to the market. Technologies that move us recognizes our core ideology and history, but it also shares our strategy and vision for the future. You may have read some of our stories or heard some of them as well, and today I want to take you a little further along on the journey. Now I'm excited to introduce to you Tom Gebhardt, Chairman and CEO of Panasonic Corporation North America, to give you a preview of our approach to building better end consumer experiences for the next 100 years. Tom?
Thanks, Lauren. And really, thanks to all of you for giving us some time this morning to share some of our stories and some of what we really believe in as Panasonic as a company. As Lauren mentioned, over the last 100 years, Panasonic has primarily focused on developing products that contribute to a better life and a better world. Products like TVs, phones, infotainment systems, rugged tablets, batteries, and even factory robotics. We embark on our second century, we're engineering not just products, but entire experiences in cities, in factories, in stores, in offices, in homes, and even in entertainment venues Disruptive technologies are enable us to bring together the physical products with the digital world. The end result is the consumer experiences become richer, more rewarding, safer, and with less friction that frustrates our lives today. And for businesses and governments delivering these experiences, that really means a happier consumer and a happier constituent, which means efficient workflows and more importantly, it drives profitability. And because this is a news conference, I want to share with you some news around the way that we're engaging with innovative partners. Today, Panasonic is announcing the establishment of the Digital Solutions Center. The center will be a resource within the new Panasonic System Solution Company of North America. It'll support several hundred software engineers and a broad range of applications in sectors like public safety, security, manufacturing, food and retail, as well as supply chain. It'll also support theme parks and entertainment destinations in both the United States and Canada. Its focus will be to bring the physical and digital worlds together through IoT and B2B solutions via a unified software platform. We've had a lot of success in this approach already with our business in the automotive and avionics sector. Now we're intensifying our efforts to a much broader extent, set across a number of industries and a number of different environments. We think this space combining the digital and physical worlds is going to be really big, and we certainly are not alone in this thinking. In fact, Gartner recently pointed out that one of the key strategic technology trends for 2018 is just that. So allow me to illustrate how we're leveraging disruptive technologies that Lauren mentioned to create new experiences, transforming our physical world with the contextual data. Today, we're focused on 5 environments that we believe can make a big difference in people's lives: our mobile and connected world, sustainable energy sources, integrated supply chains, immersive entertainment venues, and living spaces in our homes. The first of these is our connected world. We're creating new types of experiences for people on the move, whether in a car, an airplane, or in a smart city. This is really important to Panasonic's business here in North America, as 2/3 of our total revenue comes from the connected world environment. Today, I'd like to share with you some really exciting news for the people who fly, and I'm assuming from looking at the audience that all of you fly. Until fairly recently, the airline cabin was one of the last places where the digital world didn't really intersect with the physical world. Some folks kind of like that, but if you're trying on business or you want to stream your latest binge-watching Passion at 30,000 feet, it's sure convenient to have on-satellite Wi-Fi. And today, we're announcing our 3rd-generation technology. Panasonic's 3rd-generation communication network will be a step function change in technology. The network, when paired with a new satellite modem, will offer bandwidth up to 20 times greater than what was previously available. It will greatly improve experiences for internet browsing, enable applications like Skype, and even open up the possibility of video streaming in the sky. And it's in the near term. A number of our airline partners, including United and Southwest, will begin installing the Gen 3 system on aircraft this quarter. On your flight home, you're probably going to want to have had that system. Panasonic is also leading the way forward in travel down here on the ground, partnering with most of the world's leading automakers. Our heritage in consumer electronics tells us that if we can do things and make them faster, better, and cheaper, consumers will beat down the path to your door. These technologies allow us to do just that. So we see this sector as a major growth opportunity for Panasonic. And we're moving at the speed of consumer electronics to make this happen. Panasonic has a central place in today's connected cars as the leader in the infotainment systems. These systems are the human interface between the driver and the digital world. The news and songs we hear, the videos we play, the phone we answer, the maps and location services we see are all served up through these connected systems in the vehicle. We're a firm believer, though, that partnerships and platforms have a key and strong role to play in advancing the experiences for both the driver and the passenger. And we have some exciting news to share with you with a technology partner that you all have heard of. A key strategic initiative of ours is to bring voice into the car seamlessly. Leveraging our SkipGen platform, we're working with industry leaders to make this reality today. Panasonic and Amazon have long been partners in the B2B space. We have applications in retail solutions and cloud computing where web services are integral to collecting data for work that we're doing in intelligent highways and many more applications. And in consumer electronics, we're proud to say that Amazon is one of our largest channel customers. So I'm delighted today to be able to introduce Tom Taylor, Senior Vice President of Amazon Alexa, and he'll come to the stage and talk about the collaboration that we're talking about very specifically in the automotive space. Tom? Hey, Tom, great to see you. Good to see you.
Thank you so much. Thanks so much for having us here. And by the way, congratulations on 100 years. It's an incredible achievement.
Hey, it's great. Thanks. Appreciate that. Hey, there's a lot of things we can probably talk about. Panasonic and Amazon have a number of different issues going forward, but really what's exciting is to talk about this whole experience in the voice and what you can actually bring to the automobile and how that actually intercepts.
Sure. Well, you know, we think voice it's early days, big part of the future for a lot of reasons. First of all, voice is simply the most natural way to communicate. Customers tell us that getting things done using their voice just makes their lives easier. And as customers have come to love Alexa at home, they want to be with her throughout their day. And so, you know, listening to an Audible book is a great example of this. You're listening to the book at home, you get in your car, just want to seamlessly continue to listen to that book, and then when you get back. And of course, a big part of making possible for customers is working with partners like Panasonic and deliver a great Alexa experience.
Yeah, there's no question that for a long time the consumer has wanted really a real seamlessly integrated voice solution in the vehicle, and I think this really brings it. So what do you see in the future, and what do you see going forward, particularly as it relates to the vehicle?
Well, one reason that customers love Alexa is she keeps getting smarter every day, and this is possible because Alexa was built as a service in our AWS cloud, so we can keep adding new features. For example, in the past, you'd say, play my music, and she didn't really know whether it was your music or mine. But now with voice profile, she would know to play your music or my music or our kids' music. And that's really important if you have my kids. You know, in addition to teaching Alexa new things, we also want her to be available everywhere customers are. So maybe some of those places you don't have an internet connection, and we really wanted to solve that problem for Alexa. So maybe let's take a look at some of the things you and I have been working on together.
That'd be great.
Great.
First, let's look at some online features. Good morning.
Good morning. 45 years ago today, Bruce Springsteen released his first album, Greetings from Asbury Park, New Jersey.
What's the weather like today?
Right now in Las Vegas, it's 59 degrees with clear skies and sun.
Alexa, how far is the Las Vegas Convention Center from here?
Las Vegas Convention Center is 1 mile from Winchester as the crow flies.
Alexa, can you find me the nearest charging station?
Electric charging station on Paradise Road, electric charging station on Las Vegas Boulevard S, and electric charging station on W Hacienda Avenue.
Now let's look at some offline features. What's the weather like?
I am offline right now, but you can still ask me to change the temperature.
Alexa, set the temperature to 65 degrees.
Okay, setting temperature to 65 degrees.
Set temperature to 90 degrees.
Cannot set temperature to 90 degrees. It is too high. The maximum is 84 degrees.
Set temperature to 80 degrees.
Okay, setting temperature to 80 degrees.
What's on my calendar today?
Your next calendar event is mountain biking at Red Canyon on Jan 8, 2018.
Good night.
Nighty night. Get some good rest.
Tom, really good, really impressive.
Yeah.
From the standpoint, let me understand. So you've taken the Alexa platform and be able to integrate it into the SkipGen platform that we have previously introduced, and now you're offering the consumer an experience that can work, of course, online, but also offline?
Yes, we call this feature Alexa On Board, and extremely important for us to allow customers to have access to Alexa anywhere they want to be. And today we're excited to announce that Panasonic will be one of the first customers that gets Alexa On Board as a feature.
Well, I think this is a breakthrough. It's really a revolutionary from the standpoint of something that consumers have desired and wanted, and actually we're delivering it. So we're happy to be part of it, and doing it both online and offline is exceptional.
Yep, thanks. You know, you'll be able to control music and windows and all the things you'd like to do in your car, so it's really going to be great.
Yeah, I think you're delivering actually the products the consumer wants, so I really appreciate that. And thanks for being a partner and a visionary in this space.
Thank you very much, and thanks Panasonic for helping Alexa be everywhere.
Thanks.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it.
Bye.
So speaking of the vehicle, another really exciting frontier is this smart highway initiative that we're working on. And let's face it, today, most highways are concrete and asphalt, but not a lot of data. And as you may remember, at last year's CES, our partners from the Colorado Department of Transportation, or CDOT, were here on stage with us to announce a plan to build the first intelligent highway in the United States. This was capturing data from connected vehicles that already was transmitting this and giving it a real-time updated status. That project has gone from 0 to 60 in no time flat. And a few months ago, the Colorado Transportation Committee had visited our Network Operations Center to participate in a working demonstration of technology. So I want to just give you a little bit of vision of this. So we've got a mix of Democrats and Republicans, different commissioners coming together on the test track that we have in Denver, running through some public roads, looking for an approval to go forward. We were a little bit fearful with the current political environment that this could have been a little bit combustible. But to our great surprise and to a great acknowledgement, it was a universally unanimous decision to go forward. So Democrats and Republicans alike have approved to full production of the 90-mile stretch of the Intelligent Highway in Colorado. The benefits of this were just too big to ignore. There'll be room for 4 times more cars on existing highways, less traffic and fuel consumption for Coloradans, and 80%, and potentially up to 80% fewer crashes from unimpaired motorists. We believe that connecting smart autonomous vehicles to smart highways is really going to be a game changer in many ways. And speaking of autonomous vehicles, we're investing heavily in that technology. Once driving is fully autonomous, everyone in the vehicle becomes a passenger, and your traditional front seat, back seat orientation then becomes less relevant. In fact, the next generation cabin can be configured for whatever occasion you maybe had. And in our booth, we're showing these in 4 different modes. We have a living room mode, we have a business mode, we have a relaxation mode, and a celebration mode. Riding in fully autonomous cars is really going to offer some really amazing experiences. And by the way, make sure to visit the Vision Theater part of our booth to see really what a fully autonomous society looks like as we go forward to 2030. The second environment where we're using the technologies to create a better world is the sustainable energy. Most of you are aware that we have a very significant investment in the electric vehicle battery area. A good many of our automotive partners believe, as we do, that the electrification of the powertrain is inevitable. We anticipate that as early as 2020, the cost of electric powertrains will be at parity with internal combustion engines. And when that happens, we'll see an exponential increase in the electrification of vehicles. Just about a year ago, we began mass production of lithium-ion battery cells at the Tesla Gigafactory here in Nevada. These high-performance cylindrical 2170 cells are designed and engineered to offer the best performance at the lowest production cost in an optimum form factor for both energy storage products as well as electric vehicles. And we're also creating thousands of new Panasonic jobs right here in Nevada. And then last month, we announced a significant collaboration with Toyota to take electrification even further. Panasonic already supplies and has for a long time supplied batteries to the Prius. And now we're teaming up with Toyota to explore the future of EV battery technology. The initial focus of this partnership is on the existing lithium-ion technology, but we also intend to explore solid-state battery technology, which could become the next generation technology for electric vehicle. Through this collaboration, we aim to continue to achieve the best automotive battery in the industry and ultimately contribute to the mass adoption of electrified vehicles for Toyota and other car makers. Our relationship with Toyota goes back more than 60 years, and we're really excited to be conquering new frontiers in the EV technology area with this really valued customer of ours. But our commitment to the energy space goes beyond automotive. We continue to work with Tesla to develop other products, for instance, the solar tile technology, with production now ramping at Tesla's second Gigafactory in Buffalo, New York. Who wouldn't like to have a house that produces its own energy and looks like this? It's really amazing from that standpoint. The other thing in solar is solar can be really an essential for the estimated 1 billion people in emerging markets who live off the grid entirely. Something as simple as a solar lantern can be really a game changer for families in remote villages, helping parents capture energy from the sun during the day so that their children can study at night. A couple of years ago, Panasonic committed to donate 100,000 solar lanterns to families around the world before our 100th anniversary, and I'm happy to report that we've already met that goal. The third environment we're focused on is what we call the integrated supply chain from manufacturing to logistics to consumer and retail and to restaurants. This includes new omni-channel retail solutions where digital and physical stores reconfigure along the lines that provide better experiences and better experiences for the consumer that eventually lead to greater efficiencies in the supply chain with